After watching this video, you're not going to watch any other video on lucky girl syndrome. I promise you that. Hey, my name is Lucy, and on today's video I am going to be talking about the lucky girl syndrome. Let's get started. Lucky girl syndrome is manifesting based on luck. It's creating that positive aspect in your brain to actually think about that I am that I wish I want to be. I am living in that I wish I want to be. Because our brains are naturally wired to think about the negative. The negative overrules our mind compared to the positive. The story you set around your mind is a story in which that you're going to live. When you're living in your lucky girl syndrome, is also accepting that everything in life, you are lucky. You operate from a lucky point of view. It's that positive energy that you manifest into your life. You say, you know, I'm lucky I have that job. I live in luck. I manifest this luck. It's about manifesting those things in your life and remembering that, you know what, even if I don't have that fair advantage in life, even if I am not born in that rich family, I don't have those assets, I don't surround myself with those kind of people, or I'm not born in that environment, I am still lucky. I can create the life in which I want to live in right now, not any other way, but right now. You yourself have to create that own life. You have to remember that life in itself is unfair. There is something called the unfair advantage, and just because life in itself is unfair does not mean that you cannot make the life in which that you have to live. But in order for you to create that life, you have to manifest that life. You have to call in that life. I was reading this book that is called The Law of Prosperity, and in the whole entire book, it was based on manifestation mainly. It was about saying that I attract money, I attract riches, I attract new friends, I attract people in my life that can elevate me from one step to another. If you live in a point of like, I am attracting this, I attract this certain things in my life, then that is what you're going to attract. If you live in a mindset of I am unlucky, I don't have this in my life, I can't achieve this in life, that is how you're going to be moving in your life. Any bad thing, even if it's a little thing, even if it's the slightest thing that happens in your life, you're going to say, oh yes, I know I'm not lucky in life, that's why that thing is happening. Or I know I can never achieve that in life, that's why this thing is happening. It's because you've already created it in your mind, and so shall it live, so shall it bear the fruits. The seeds that you sow are the fruits that you're going to reap. If you sow seeds of, you know, bad luck, you sow seeds of feeling sorry for yourself and feeling all that kind of thing, that's what you're going to reap. But if you start sowing seeds of like, I live in luck, I believe this will happen to me, I believe that I should get that thing, I deserve to get that particular thing, those are the fruits that you're going to reap, and that's what is going to come your way. It doesn't mean that things are not going to come your way, they're going to be negative, they're going to be bad, but the good thing is that you've got a backup that reminds you that you are a lucky person, you are a lucky girl, you are living in life and you are lucky. God is not yet done with you yet. That is why you're still here on earth. But remember this, do not get it twisted. As you are attracting that luck, as you are attracting that positive thing and saying that, you know what, I'm living the fulfillment of what I want to do, you have to work hard. Nothing is going to come just by your mouth speaking, but also you putting in the work that you have to achieve that thing, but in a very positive manner. You wake up in the morning and say, I attract that money. I know my bills are going to be paid off. I know that I'm going to achieve this. I know that I will acquire this job. But you're looking for that job. You know, you're saying that, oh, I want that money to come through. Oh, I want those bills to be paid. You are doing something about paying those bills and getting yourself done by doing those bills. You cannot vibrate from a negative mindset, from a negative vibration, and expect positive. Think about it. You can't put broken bottles, the worst fertilizers, you don't care about your plant, you do whatever you want to do, you put it in the sun today, you don't put it in the sun, you literally speak horrible things about it, but then you expect that particular plant to bring beautiful flowers in spring. It's not going to happen. What you fed it is what is going to produce. The flowers could come, but they could be really, really weary and so horrible. So it's about what you water. What are you watering in your life? I always say this thing. What you speak out of your mouth comes back to you. You think that you're saying something negative or bad about someone else, but what you're saying out there, you're feeding your spirit, your energy, your spirit, your aura around you. You're feeding that every single time you try as much as you can to say things out like that. You're feeding it. There was something that was said, I remember, I think it was Adrian, I'm not sure if it was Adrian, or someone else that was saying that there is someone who did this thing, that they spoke really nice positive words to one plant, gave it all the nurturing, gave it everything, spoke all the nice things, you know, good, gave it kisses, gave it goodbyes, good mornings and all that. And then the other plant, literally the person did was to water it, look at it, walk away, and just, you know, say, oh, I hate you, you're drying up, you're not doing anything at all that kind of thing. After a certain period of time, this plant that was being told all these positive things and living in that positive mindset started growing beautifully and producing all these flowers and looking so healthy. This one that was neglected and was said all the horrible words, nothing was happening at all. It was just becoming drier and drier and drier and looking sadder and sadder and sadder. Why? Because it has been fed with negativity. It has been pushed on things like that, you know, all the time. If you start saying that I attract what I want to be, I am lucky to have what I have, you know, I attract money in my life, I attract positive people, I am a positive person, I am a good person, I am a rich person, you know. If you say that over and over again, you are going to start creating that lucky girl syndrome, which is manifesting that in which that you want to live in. Remember this, if you want something so bad in this world, the universe is going to align itself so that you can achieve that particular thing. Only if you speak those particular things to your own self, only if you align yourself to those particular things in life. There are things that have happened to me right now just because I say to myself that I want to have this particular thing. I see myself having that kind of thing, and it has happened. Not sitting around doing nothing. I am actively working towards getting that thing, but when it happens unconsciously. It happens even without me asking or without me saying, you know, I want this so badly. But my mind knows how bad I want it. My environment, my everything knows how bad I want it. Basically, lucky girl syndrome is another way of saying manifestation. Literally, that's why it is. It's literally like another way of talking positive affirmations, you know, to your own self, saying that I am in this place because I want to be. I am in this place because everything in here belongs to me, and I will take whatever I can take out of this place because it belongs clearly to me. You know, there are things that I have seen, there are people that I've looked at and I'm like, oh, I want to be a friend to this person, you know, but I'm just gonna try and send a message and see if they will ever reply. But if they don't, that's fine. And honestly speaking, boom, there we go, they just became my friends, and I'm like, you're literally my friend. I literally looked at you, I watched you, and I said, you know what, she's gonna become my friend. Or I'll go wherever she's going so I can live in that energy. Even if I'm not the friend, I can stay within that energy because I feel that energy is gonna serve me right. Do you get what I'm trying to say? So you have to try as much as you can to create that thing. And how can you live in your lucky girl syndrome? Number one, you have to remember that you yourself are lucky. You yourself deserve to be living right now. Don't question yourself and say, why am I alive? Why am I living? You are alive for a reason. You are living for a reason. Therefore, you are lucky. I'm not taking away all the privileges that other people have, because that is completely different. That's a whole different set of a different topic. But what I'm trying to say is that the number one first thing is you have to create that environment of which you say things to yourself, not in a jealous way, but in a very, very positive way. For example, if someone gets a brand new car that you're dying to have, don't feel bad. Don't say, you know what, I feel so horrible, you don't deserve to have that car. Just say, you know what, I tap into those blessings, I tap into the energy that person has that has got to achieve that car, that I myself can be able to achieve that car, that I myself can be able to achieve that house, or I can get the same sort of thing. You have to create that. When you're trying to give away, let's say, clothes, you say, as I give away these clothes, I create a room and a vacuum in which new clothes can come in which better things can come in my life, you know. So you have to live within that positive mindset of good things are going to constantly happen in your life. Good things are going to happen in your life. Speak this in the morning when you wake up. Say this to your own self, you know. Constantly say this, even in situations that become negative. Constantly say this to yourself, and don't say that, you know, this thing has happened to me because it was meant to happen, but something better is coming, you know. Write it down, journal, put down things on paper and write it, because some people are better off, you know, writing things out. Create an environment in which you can manifest that thing that you want, like being in environments whereby you like the people that are around you. You know, being in an environment whereby you hate the people that are around you can make you actually say hateful things to your own self or to those people. Being in an environment whereby you like the people around you, like the environment, it gives you you a fulfillment, a kind of happiness, all that kind of thing. Create that lucky girl syndrome. Live in luck. Just say, I am a lucky girl, I deserve to be here. Just create all that. So that is how you can live your lucky girl syndrome, by speaking out those affirmations every single day, writing them down if you can, being in an environment whereby you like being there. You're not forced to be there, you're not dragged to be there, you chose to be there because you like to be there in that environment. And so many things will happen to you, so many things will come to your life that you never ever thought that would happen to you, because you're speaking into existence that you want to live in. Anyway, hopefully you love this video, and I can't wait to see you living in your lucky girl syndrome, because honestly speaking, lucky girl syndrome is a manifestation of your own life in a way in which you're living in that thing already. Anyways, thank you so much for watching, and I shall see you in my next lovely video.